I believe that every plot, no matter how challenging, is just a beautiful garden waiting to emerge.
So my team and I are coming to the aid of some extraordinary people. And turning their unloved outdoor spaces
Right, well, there's definitely scope for improvement.
into breathtaking gardens.
No way.
Welcome to Love Your Garden.
I'm in Chessington, a Surrey town well known for the thrills and spills of its famous theme park. But a year ago, a real drama unfolded on these residential streets. Last summer, 64-year-old Alan Rendall and his wife Rosemary were enjoying a quiet early evening at home when they noticed smoke and then flames coming from the adjoining house.
My dad'd been busy pottering in the garden, cutting the grass, and he just saw this smoke.
Trapped inside were their good friends and neighbours, Roy Whiteway and his wife Dorothy, both in their 90s. With no concern for his own safety, Alan ripped down a fence panel between the two properties and crawled into the Whiteways' conservatory, where he found Roy on the floor.
It was just a split-second decision to get the fence panel out and go in and grab Roy.
On his hands and knees, he pulled Roy to safety and then went back into the house to look for Dorothy.
I know that he's said that he could see Dorothy, but he just wasn't able to get to her, and that's something that still really does bear in his mind.
Sadly, Dorothy died in the fire. But despite receiving 30% burns, Roy has recovered. But for Alan and the family, the emotional effects of last summer's events haven't gone away.
He's been very subdued about it. He doesn't sort of talk about it.
The Rendalls had been working on a 10-year plan to get the house and garden ready for their retirement. After the fire, those plans were abandoned, and so was the garden. And that's where I come in.
Alan's been called to a meeting at the hospital where he works. All I have to do is find out exactly where he is. Are they in there? Alan, hello.
Hello.
I'm another Alan.
How do you do?
Nice to see you.
Is that on?
Now, I know Alan's a valuable part of your team here, and he's actually a bit of an unsung hero. And your daughter Kate said she thought you really ought to have a decent thank you. So she sent me along to see if I could persuade you to show me your garden.
Yeah.
You've got a garden, but it's apparently in not particularly in a state.
Well, it's been suffering of it with all the affairs since the 27th of July when we had the fire, and it's just an ongoing piece of aggravation at the moment.
What about if I give you a bit of help?
That would be fantastic, yeah.
Back at the house, I meet Alan's wife, Rosemary.
Rosemary, how lovely to see you. You're in shock? Don't be in shock.
I've been with my mum.
Is your mother in there as well?
She's 95.
Go meet Mum.
And her mum, Lillian.
Mum?
Hello, how are you?
I can't believe this. You know who it is, don't you? Of course I do.
So that's two ladies and Alan to cater for.
Later.
Time for me to get a good look at this garden.
Oh, well, it comes to blank canvases.
Yes.
You've got one, haven't you? In your dreams, you come out of your back door there into what?
A relaxing haven.
An extension from the house in a way then.
Yeah.
What about you, Alan? What do you want?
I like cutting the grass.
Okay, so we like grass. How about then we have a go at it?
To keep this new garden design top secret,
No, bye.
I'm packing off Alan and the family for a little break. I want to do something really personal here. So while the boys start ripping out the Olean grass and old fencing, I'm looking for clues in the garage.
This is an Aladdin's cave of engineering.
Alan clearly loves to tinker with cars and bikes. It's this love of classic motoring that's given me an idea.
So right on cue, here comes my team.
David Dominey, Katie Rushworth, and Frances Tophill, who's already made some unexpected discoveries of her own.
I thought it was interesting. I didn't realise how interesting. I found myself a tandem.
Now I know what you're thinking. Cars and gardens don't exactly go together. But this is how I'm hoping it's all going to turn out. To give the family somewhere to sit and enjoy their new surroundings, Kate is creating an outdoor dining area. To break up the rectangular shape, David's adding dramatic contours in the shape of headlights and a wheel arch of a vintage car. At the back, we've added a new shed, in front of which I'm planning something rather special for Rosemary. And Frances is adding 2 features based on Alan's old collection to give the garden a personal touch. If we get it right, we'll have created a space that Alan will appreciate and the ladies of the house will love. As well as the old bike, Frances now has to find something to do with Alan's old MG.
Well, I have an idea for this, but there's no way I can do it by myself.
We've done sea gardens before, but nothing as extreme as this. So, to show you what I have in mind, I've come to nearby Oxted. This garden is full of unusual sculpture. But look closer, and you'll see they're all made from stuff you'd normally take for tea. Artists John and Carol Richards just hate to throw things out. Who's this?
That's Fanny's scarecrow. She's got a fan for a head. She's been beaded up. She's very glitzy.
If you had to say to somebody who's designing a sort of themed garden, what would be your top points, really, Carol?
Have the dark areas, the light, the soft, the hard.
You notice the foliage more if you've got a structure, and vice versa.
This proves that no matter how outrageous your creations, if you put them in the right place and surround them with the right plants, they can have a place in your garden. Back in Chessington, a new patio's going in for Katie's dining area, along with a curvy new shed at the other end of the garden. And spurred on by Alan's love of motoring, David's getting all creative.
So much style in cars, and I want to try and bring some of that automotive magic into this garden. Now, this is rigid steel tubing used in the manufacture of exhaust pipes. My aim is to set them upright inside of the border there, but with more of a sculptured shape that I'm going to cut into them. So this lot becomes double, so I can do one bit there and one bit over there.
Now the steel edging is in, I want to start filling the 2 curved beds on each side of the plot, starting with trees to break up the long lines of the garden.
Yeah, that's great, because when you're sitting here, it just masks that shed a bit. I know it's pretty, but I just want you to want to look round it, you know. That's lovely, nice tree. Circe di Filum. When these leaves here, these lovely round leaves, when they start to go brown in autumn and they colour up quite nicely, you'll suddenly think, who's cooking toffee?
It just
They
smells
smell
so
like
good.
toffee apples. They smell so beautiful. And when they come out in spring, you can see what colour they are. They're this reddish pink. So although it's a foliage tree, it's absolutely gorgeous, isn't it?
Yeah, beautiful.
And there's an equally impressive specimen going into the bed next door.
This is a quince tree, proper quince, not the ornamental canomeles that we grow on the wall, which is sometimes called japonica. But this is the one that yields those big, fat, aromatic fruits. Marvellous blossom. It's like apple blossom on speed, isn't it?
Meanwhile, out the back, there's a special delivery for Frances.
This is for you.
Here it is. It's good though, isn't it? It's a bench.
It's a half a
But
car.
it's a car.
Oh, come on, Katie.
David's exhaust pipe feature is coming together. He's creating a crescent shape to mirror the curves of the beds. Katie and I are on to the next stage of our planting. We're adding wispy, elegant foxgloves. And nearer the front, it's all soft, fluffy grasses and frilly white aquilegia.
It's turning out to be quite a feminine-looking bed, this, Alan.
Well, you see, I've always been in touch with my feminine side. On speed, isn't it?
Meanwhile, Frances is on to phase 2 of her plan for Alan's old tandem.
Now I've had this idea to turn this bike into a kind of delivery boy's bike. I'm making some sort of plant holders which are meant to look almost like a crate. Be one on the front, one on the back, and with my carpentry skills, the crates will be just as rustic as the bike.
With a whole garden still to plant, it seems an odd time for a musical interlude. But when the pipes are calling...
The man with the golden secateurs.
Da-da, da-da-da. Licensed to prune.
We'd set ourselves the task of building a garden for local hero Alan Rendall that's inspired by his love of motoring. Last year, Alan heroically saved his neighbour Roy from a house fire, and since then, Roy has been moved into a home. And the whole Rendall family has been coping with the loss of their dear neighbour, Roy's wife Dorothy. Lifelong friends brought together by motorbikes on a weather vane.
We always knew Dorothy and Roy's house because of the weather vane with the motorbikes. Because obviously Alan was so keen on motorbikes, I think that's probably why we ended up buying the house.
Left turn.
And what's left of his old broken down MG is finally making an appearance.
Oh, lovely bit of parking. It looks as if you're driving it.
David's on to the finishing touches for his exhaust feature. He and Katie have filled the tops with soil and are planting them with succulents.
Oh, they're lovely, dear. They're like a little box of chocolates, aren't they?
They're gorgeous. Let's start banging a few of these in. And what I wanted to do is a difference not only in foliage colour, but also in texture too.
Succulents are great low-maintenance plants. Their fleshy, ornamental leaves are very good at retaining moisture.
They're so cute, aren't they?
I love them.
They're little chimney plants.
Yeah, pipes and alpines.
So they need hardly any watering.
I don't know about the pan pipes, it's the plant pipes. Look at them. They're lovely, great job.
The bottom part of the garden's coming together, but I've had an idea of how I can create something special for Rosemary. Rosemary's dad, Cecil, was a champion grower, and he only passed away last year, so I hope this will be a touching tribute.
And I want to make this sort of family corner reflect all members of the family, not just Cecil. So we've got a clematis here called Princess Kate, which will be for the daughter Kate. We've got the rose Lillian Cambridge, which I found growing in that pot, which must have been named after Mum. And I've got lilies as well for her. Rosemary, for Rosemary herself. And then for Alan, well, there's a rose over there called Alan. It's a shrub rose, beautifully fragrant, wonderful shade of pink. I'm just sorry about the second half of its name.
Meanwhile, I've sent Katie to Chessington Methodist Church. Dorothy, Alan and Rosemary's much-loved neighbour, who sadly died in the fire last year, was an active member of the congregation. So I thought we'd do something special to commemorate her life.
I think that's a fitting tribute.
Back in our garden, Frances is on the last leg of her vintage bike feature. She's planting her crates with geraniums, aquilegias and trailing ivy to complete the rustic look.
And actually, it's come together just exactly how I wanted. I'm really happy with it. What do you think, Alan?
I think it's absolutely lovely, and I'm hoping that if I keep watering it, it'll grow a third wheel.
The one thing Alan asked for in the garden was a decent patch of grass. And now all the main features are in, we can finish turfing.
We work into a line right down the middle, which goes right down the centre of the garden, so we get a striped effect of it going down. And what's very important is that these joins fit very, very tightly together, so you've got no air gaps that will allow those turfs to dry out.
But this is no ordinary lawn.
It would have looked boring just in one great strip, so we split the levels. It gives us that wonderful feeling of raised levels and sunken levels and much more interesting contours in the garden.
With swathes of emerald green carpet going down, we're on the home straight. There are just a few areas still left to plant.
I'm taking great care because I'm just about to plant the Alan Titchmarsh rose. It's nice to see on the labelling that you're pretty resistant to disease.
I'm very resistant to disease, and I'm equally good in a bed as up against a wall.
And last but not least, salvaged from the site of the fire-damaged house, Dorothy and Roy's children have donated a very special gift to remind Alan and Rosemary of happier days past. It's taken a lot of retuning, extensive bodywork, and a huge amount of elbow grease. Ooh. But this garden is finally ready for a test run.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am, as you know, seldom lost for words.
This is true.
I'm lost for words. It's enormous.
It is.
I can't believe that we've done it. Shall I go and get them?
Yes.
Yeah. Well done all. Oh. I think you need some refreshment now, come on.
Just a few days ago, this garden was unloved. Any plans to change it had been ended by the awful events of last year. Now it's a horticultural homage to a vintage car. The journey begins with Katie's elegant patio, providing the whole family with a place to sit that's easy to access. From there they can stroll past David's dramatic curved beds, inspired by the front of a vintage car. They can pause for a pit stop in the new outdoor lounge and enjoy Frances's charming rustic scene, starring Alan's old tandem. And at the end of the garden, they can take refuge in the new shed, or sit and enjoy the view in Alan's old MG, now reborn as a bench. For more information on how we built the garden, go to itv.com/Alan. I wanted Alan and Rosemary to see our little tribute to Dorothy, and Dorothy's son Steve is there to meet us.
So we thought...
Look at that. Oh, wow. Right. It's the right message, isn't it? Yeah? Brilliant. It's lovely.
And to escort them to their garden,
Keep your eyes tight shut.
Tight shut, Steve.
Eyes tight shut. And now you can open your eyes.
Wow. That is fantastic, though. That is...
Lovely. You'll notice a certain motoring theme going all the way through this garden.
Good, yeah. Yes, dear. What?
We found that in a pile of nettles down the bottom of the garden.
I wondered where it went to, actually.
Alan, look.
Which what?
In your flower bed.
Oh!
Boys.
That's one of the reasons we bought the house, because somebody said, oh, that's the house next door to that weather vane.
So the boys have met and Roy.
Oh,
That's ours.
Wow. It's incredible.
Lovely.
try your furniture.
Oh, yeah.
Go and have a seat. Oh, I say they're all a good thing.
It's so beautiful, it really is lovely. Thank you very much. I'm going to love my garden. Is it lovely?
It's lovely.
I'm thrilled that Alan and Rosemary love their new garden, and it looks like Lillian does too.
I can't believe it. It's you. Wow, what a day.
Ladies and gentlemen, will you raise your glasses to a remarkable man and his remarkable wife, to Alan and Rosemary. Cheers! What kind of garden do you make for a lovely man who's keen on motor cars and just about the best next door neighbour anybody could have? You make him the garden that has the lines of a car, but flower beds that his wife might love as well. I think they both do. Till the next time, I love your garden. Bye-bye.